What's up, nerds and geeks? My name is OMG WTF LOL FTWBRB. Welcome back to more Total Extreme Wrestling Mod Spotlights, where we're playing as WCW in the current year, or not the current year, I wish, in the year of 2000. I'm a little tired, my apologies, while I'm recording this episode, but I'm going to get it up before I go to bed along with SmackDown. So we have a locker room incident here. Let's see what that is. It's involving Shane Douglas. He got in a heated argument with the fan backstage. I am going to read him the riot act. I don't care if nothing happened, dude. You had to be restrained before things got physical. Like, jeez. What does that even mean? Nothing happened. I'd hope not. Or else you'd be fired. Either way, this is the show after Spring Stampede. I believe we are booking up to, as I look at the thing and cheat because I don't know what we're booking up to. We are booking up to Slamboree next, so it's going to be Slamboree, and then we got the Great American Bash. I'm excited about that. Alright, so I know a couple things I want to do tonight. We are going to have a Too Many Contenders thing. So we'll have it be Booker T, Jeff Jarrett, and Shane Douglas. And it'll be Jarrett interrupts Booker's title celebration, demands rematch. Douglas comes out and says Jarrett lost and he wants, damn it. It's just that he comes out and says he wants a shot. Matt, not a shit. Wants a shot. Or shiot. Come on. There we go. Well, basically what it is Booker's, we're going to put a title celebration in. Jarrett's going to interrupt that title celebration. And then he's going to be talking about how he wants a title, like he deserves a title shot. And I kind of want to make this longer, so let's go to edit this. And he's going to be saying that he deserves his rematch, all that fun things, and it leads to Shane Douglas coming out, stating that Jarrett already had his shot, he lost, and that Shane Douglas would like a shot, and then that leads to Booker T saying that you two can fight over the shot, I'll fight the winner, basically. So, yeah, we'll just have Jarrett Douglas set up. Have it go on for 10 minutes. I believe Shane Douglas is going to be mad because he wants to be scripted. I guess this is the test to see if Booker and Jeff Jarrett can handle without being scripted. So let's also add the title celebration in there. Celebration, is that what it'd be called? Where the hell is it? What would it be? Championship celebration? Grrr! I know there's a thing. I just don't know what. Is it pre? No, it wouldn't be that. Or post. What is it, maybe? What the hell is the title celebration? And there, I could have swore there was something where it's all like they make their first appearance as the champion. Am I like tripping or something? I could have swore there was something. There's title request. I guess there's nothing. I don't see it, so we'll just have this be the celebration as well, I guess. Whatever. And then we're also going to have a modern TV opening. It's going to be probably closer to the end, more like kind of to end off the show, It'll be between Bret Hart and Sting. Actually, we'll have it be between Sting first and then Bret. So Sting's going to come out, talks about how he had the title won, and it took Jeff Jarrett coming out to... Ugh, my eye itches. Took Jeff Jarrett coming out to make sure Bret had the title, and then we're going to do a post-match attack. Actually, let's do beatdown. Or not. We'll do attack where Sting and because you saw I had Sting and Bret starting the brawl there. That'll lead to Jeff Jarrett coming out and backing up Bret. So we'll have it go on for like 5 minutes, and then we will do a save from 2-on-1 attack. Hulk Hogan comes to the ring to save Sting from the attack of both Bret Hart and Jeff Jarrett. We'll have that go on for 5 minutes as well. Alright, I never even added in the Douglas match, or the Shane Douglas versus Booker T. So we'll do Shane Douglas, not Booker T, Jeff Jarrett, #1 contendership for the United States Championship. You guys, what is Shane Douglas? He is a mid-carder. Double J is an upper mid. You guys will go on for 10 minutes. We will have Shane Douglas get the victory in an open bout. And we'll have it be a distraction finish. Jeff Jarrett will be distracted by Sting's music. Kind of like a little payback for costing him the title. We will also, I guess, protect Jeff Jarrett. Seriously, Jeff? Stop complaining, you bitch. Freaking Jeff Jarrett. I'm also going to plug in my laptop charger. Alright. So we'll put that there. I'm thinking... Oh, we're also going to have a 4-way tag match. So where do I do that? Would it be here? Yeah. I don't want it to be elimination, though, so let's take that out. Just one fall. We'll just call this a normal match. So it's going to be a 4-way tag match for the #1 contendership for the tag team titles. We'll have Dr. Death and the Great Muta. We're going to put the Big Buff Daddies in there. How the hell do we have Scott Hall? Scott Hall's on vacation. Whatever. The new 4 Horsemen. Actually, I had plans for that. So maybe I shouldn't put the new 4 Horsemen in there. We'll put Los Guerreros in there. And is there any other possible team? I was thinking the new 4 Horsemen, but I had another idea. So let me go from teams. Oh, we'll do Bam Bam Bigelow and Black Rain. So it'll be the Great Muta and Dr. Death versus Los Guerreros versus the Big Buff Daddies versus Bam Bam Bigelow and Black Rain. We'll have you guys go on for 10 minutes. This is the #1 contendership for the tag team titles. And we'll have it go to Buff Bagwell. He'll get the victory in an open, all-out match. And we'll put this right here. And I should probably do... We'll do like ringside scouting. I guess that's the only way to do it. It will be Rey Mysterio and Conan come into the ring before the match to scout their future opponent, which will end up being Scott Steiner and them. So, yeah, that works, right? So we got that going. I also wanted to do a challenge before the save later on tonight. It'll be Hulk Hogan. He comes out and he talks about how he's sick of the NWO 2000 and he's sick of, all the constant interfering, especially from Jeff Jarrett. I almost called him Jeff Hardy. And it just lays out the challenge. Simple as that. We're gonna do a interview. We'll have a rant. It'll be Ken Shamrock ranting on about Kevin Nash, pretty much saying that Nash is next. Wonder if that ever sounds familiar to anybody. That does not need to be that long. He just talks a little bit about his match against Scott Hall, and then points out that Kevin Nash is next. I also want to have a Vengeance is Sworn thing from Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash, Vengeance is Sworn against Shamrock for his fallen comrade, Scott Hall. I'll have that be after that match. The only reason I did most of that stuff is because I didn't want to reveal the storylines. We do have storylines for some people, and I want to get all those out of the way first, so we can do the other stuff. So the reason I didn't do the one thing is because I want to do Lance Storm doing an open challenge where he talks about how he beat Dean Malenko, all that other jazz, and yeah, and that leads to Perry Saturn accepting the challenge, and that'll be Perry Saturn taking on Lance Storm. Match history. So we have done this match before. Okay, it's going to be for the World Television Championship. You both are lower mid-carders, I believe. No, Perry Saturn's a mid-card, actually, so we'll have it go on for 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Lance Storm will get the victory. And then open. I don't know if I want these two to work the crowd. Maybe. And we're going to have a DQ finish. It'll be outside interference. And it'll end with Lance Storm getting attacked by Dean Malenko. Alright. Oops, hit my headset. We should actually, you know what, I might do Hogan challenging Jarrett in the opening thing. I'm not sure. Or we could do the Sting Hitman Brawl. In fact, I might do that. Yeah, let's do this. Hold on. So we'll do the Sting and Hitman Brawl to start off the show. And then we'll have Jarrett come out and help Brett, which will lead Hogan to coming out and doing that. And then we will do an accepted thing here, which it won't be Jeff Jarrett coming out and accepting Hogan's challenge. It'll be Kevin Nash accepting Hogan's challenge. And then we're going to have the match between the two. It'll be Kevin Nash versus Hulk Hogan. And we'll give you guys 10 minutes. We'll give Hogan the victory, and it'll be an open, all-out match. And it'll also end by DQ and outside interference when out comes the NWO 2000, basically. Let's add Buff Bagwell and Scott Steiner in there as well, shall we? And then we will do an angle to save off, or not to save off, to end off the show, which will be a save from, oh, hold on, tag save from 4-on-1 attack, right, Brett? Actually, it'll be 5. So it'll be Ken Shamrock and Sting coming to the aid of Hulk Hogan to fend off Bret Hart, Jeff Jarrett, Kevin Nash, Scott Steiner, and Buff Bagwell. I imagine them coming out with like baseball bats or something. And it off be all hectic. It'll be 8 minutes long, and I think we got a show here. So we have Sting and Hitman brawling, Jarrett and the Thing, Hogan saves Sting, and then that'll be the commercial. We open back up with Storm making a challenge. Oops. Boom. We'll have you guys work the crowd. Then it goes to the Filthy Animals scouting them. We have the tag team match. Shamrock rants about Nash. Jarrett versus Douglas. Shane Douglas and Jarrett happen. Then we have Nash swearing vengeance. Hogan challenges Jarrett. Nothing happened. Nash accepts it. We have the match, and then there we have it. Did that say Stevie Ray? Oh, I'm so glad I caught that. That would have irritated the hell out of me. Let me just change that. Shamrock and Sting, thank God. Just want to look at the analysis real quick. Flair, oh, we didn't even use DDP or Benoit. How much more time do we have? We are pretty close on time, so we're not going to be able to use either of those two. But I do want to do a couple pre-show matches. So let's do a one-on-one match. And it'll be Stevie Ray battling... Who can we have him battle? We'll have him battle Rhino. Actually, we've done them. Actually, let's do Randy Savage. I think that'll be fun because it's like a little homage to the feud we used to have, or we had between Randy and Stevie. Or, not Stevie. Randy and Booker T. So we'll give Stevie Ray the victory in an open match. I also wanted to get, I think, Billy Kidman in action as well. And I think that'll do it for me. Or no, you know what? I got another person. We'll have another one-on-one match. It'll be Billy Kidman, not Buff Bagwell. Excuse me, can I go to Billy Kidman now? Versus Steven Regal. Never had a match yet. You guys can go for... We'll give you guys 13 minutes, actually. Billy Kidman, open, all-out match. Actually, we'll just give him 10 minutes, and this will be the main event of the pre-show. And then I also wanted to do Jushin Liger battling probably Rhino. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. So Rhino. Never had a match yet. You guys will go for 8 minutes with Liger getting the victory. Alright, welcome to those nerds and geeks who clicked on the annotation to skip ahead or checked out the description. I like the way we booked WCW tonight, and let's see how we do. Oops. So we have 3 pre-show matches. Oh my lord, this did not do good. Oh, because they're jobbers. Duh, I forgot about that. I thought Liger was a lower mid-carder. Either way, about that soldering action, but not much weight in heat. Liger defeating Rhino by submission. Like I said, they were both jobbers, so it didn't help, and it was also too long given who was in it. That was a 20 E-. Definitely not good. Well, we move on to our next match that gets a 59C. Some good action in average heat. Stevie Ray defeating Randy Savage by submission. And then we have also another 59C. Some good action, but not much weight in heat. Billy Kidman defeating Steven Regal with the Shooting Star Press. So we move on to the actual show. We start off the night with Sting in the ring as he talks about last night, how he should have been the new WCW World Heavyweight Champion. He had Bret defeated when he locked him in a Scorpion Deathlock, but out comes Jeff Jarrett to cost him his match. This leads to Bret Hart coming down. The two exchange some words, and they end up brawling. Sting enjoyed having his freedom, but Brett struggled going off script. So Brett and Sting are brawling right now. This leads to Double J coming out. Now that gets a 57C. So Double J comes out to the ring and starts aiding Bret Hart and beating down on Sting once again. I guess kind of costing Sting, but this time not the title, his revenge. And this leads to Hulk Hogan coming down to the ring. This gives it a 68C+. Hogan chasing off both Jarrett and Bret Hart, coming down to the aid of the Stinger. And then we come back from our commercial break. The new television champion, Lance Storm, in the ring, talking about the prestige of the United States title, stating that it's called, not the United States, the television title, stating that it is called the television title and it deserves to be defended on TV. And he says as long as he's champion, this title will be defended every week on TV. And he issues an open challenge for the television championship right now, which is accepted by Perry Saturn of the Four Horsemen. Some good action in average heat. Lance Storm defeating Perry Saturn, but not by beating him. It was disqualification after Dean Malenko ran in and attacked Storm, causing the disqualification, and they get a little bit of, beat down on him. So Lance was off his game, unfortunately. And then coming up next is the #1 contendership for the Tag Team Championships. This may spoil the end result a little bit, but the Tag Team Champions, Rey Mysterio and Conan, the Filthy Animals, coming out to scout their future opponents. And, well, I can't put all 4 teams in there, so I put the winners of it. So we have the match, which gets a 62C, and a match with some good action, but not much weighing heat. The Big Buff Daddies defeating Dr. Death and the Great Muta. Los Guerreros and Bam Bam Bigelow and Black Rain when Buff Bagwell defeated Dr. Death. Oh, wow, good victory. With the Yellow Jacket Suplex. And that confirms that the Big Buff Daddies will take on the Filthy Animals at the pay-per-view. So let's go ahead and add that on the pre-booking while we're here for Slamboree. So we will have Filthy Animals versus the Big Buff Daddies. And that's set up for the pay-per-view. Bagwell's improving in flying skills, and Chavo is improving in technical. And then we go backstage where Ken Shamrock cutting an interview about what he did to Scott Hall last night at Spring Slamboree, or Spring Stampede, not Slamboree. And he says that coming at Slamboree, he's going, to do the same thing that Kevin Nash mentions. I also meant to forget this, or say this. He mentions that Scott Hall will no longer be here at WCW, stating that he has ended Scott Hall's career, which is true. I'm not saying that Scott Hall's retired, but his career's over in WCW. I put him on vacation, and his contract's going to be gone soon. So Shamrock just doing his normal spiel about how he's going to beat the crap out of Kevin Nash. And then Booker T is in the ring, celebrating his championship victory over Jeff Jarrett for the United States title, celebrating with the people. Out comes Jeff Jarrett saying that he has a rematch clause and that he wants his rematch clause right here, right now. This leads to Shane Douglas coming out saying that Jarrett had his shot and he lost to Booker T when he lost the title, and he shouldn't get another shot. It should be his shot, and he says it's his turn. The two go back and forth, leading to Booker T say he ain't going to fight both of them. So if they want to get a title shot, they settle it right here, right now in the middle of the ring. And that leads to our next match. But either way, before we go on to that, we did get a 70C+. And I wanted to point out that not only did Booker T improvise well, but Jeff Jarrett and Shane Douglas also did well on the mic. So I was very happy to see all 3 of them do good there. We have the match, which is between Booker T and Jeff Jarrett and Shane Douglas, which gets a 56C-. Some good action in average heat. Douglas defeating Jarrett with the franchiser after Sting distracted Jeff Jarrett. So I imagine Double J getting ready to, I don't know, whatever his finisher is. And Sting's music hits, Jarrett gets distracted, and it distracts him long enough for Shane Douglas to get the victory, confirming that at Slamboree we will definitely have Booker T defending his United States Championship against Shane Douglas. So let's add that in there. Booker T, Shane Douglas. And there we go. Already 2 matches confirmed for the next pay-per-view. No worker improvements, though. And then Kevin Nash swearing vengeance on Ken Shamrock for his good friend Scott Hall. He unfortunately struggled going off script. We come back from commercial break. Hulk Hogan's in the ring, stating how he's tired of Jeff Jarrett interfering and everything. He's tired of Jeff Jarrett in particular, and he challenges him to a match right here, right now. But he doesn't get Jeff Jarrett. He gets Kevin Nash, who comes out and accepts Hulk Hogan's challenge, and he improvised the crowd well here. And Hogan agrees to the match, so we have our main event of the night, Hogan versus Nash, which, holy crap. How did this do so bad? I don't know how this did so bad. What happened? Probably all the negatives of them. Let's look at this. Nash was penalized, blah, blah, blah. Dude, you've got to be kidding me. This match did that bad? Holy crap. Good crowd, good action. Hogan defeating Nash by count out. That's why. It was supposed to be DQ. Well, either way, that did really bad. And then we have the ending segment where the NWO 2000's beating up on Hogan, and Shamrock and Sting come out to save the day. That is definitely not going to help us out. We definitely did not do good this week. What do we get? 65C, increased our popularity in 18, but lost us in 11. Yeah, that was not a good show. Damn, dude. Hogan and Nash bombed. Like, they bombed in the main event. I was expecting them to get at least a B, and they got a D. A D. We definitely did not do good. That was supposed to be our show afterwards, and they ruined it. They ruined it. I'm just kind of I'm blown away by that, to be honest. And TNT has sent word that they're unhappy, but it was up somehow. Did worse than most of our shows, but it was up. Didn't we? Yeah, we have we have them negotiating for that, and we also have some pay-per-view people. I only fear with the pay-per-view that if they're not owned by Time Warner, that it's not going to help us, but I think we'll be fine. And if TNT does not renegotiate it with us, we'll be going to Turner. I think it's TBS. Whoa, Slamboree's in 5 days. No, it ain't. No, it is not. Why is that so soon? It could be in week 3. It should not be that soon. I don't care what anything. There should not be a pay-per-view directly afterwards. Either way. That's going to be the end of this episode, Nerds and Geeks. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, do me a favor. Leave me a comment, a like, and subscribe. If you haven't done already, don't forget to share this video with your friends, Facebook, and Twitter to help the channel grow. I'd greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and like me on Twitter. And as always, my name has been OMG, WTF, LOL, FTW, BRB, and I'll see you guys next time. So until then, have a wonderful